Welcome. In this video, we're going to learn how to add a new vendor to the system and also how to import items for that vendor. Let's get started. First, we click on Inventory. We go to Vendors, open up Vendors. I'm going to maximize it. And we just go add a new vendor. I'll press Insert. You can press the Insert up here. You can right-click and do Insert, and you can also just press the Insert key on the keyboard. First off, external vendor number if it's needed. Primary contact, we'll add that person. I'll press Insert again, put myself in, and I'll put my primary phone number. Click OK, OK again, enter again, it selects it. I'm now the primary contact for this vendor. We'll put in company name. And the primary phone number of the company. Wants me to add it as an actual phone number. Select it. We've added enough for this vendor. Now let's go import items for this vendor. You'll see how easy that is to do. How to import items from the vendor, you can use what's called a CSV file. Most every vendor out there can supply you the data of what they're shipping you in a CSV file. So the first thing is, let's pick a file. I happen to have a number of things here. Let's go to wholesale vendor data. I'm using one from Unified Foods, and we'll pick this latest one. And what you see is it brings up everything in that file. And it doesn't make a whole lot of sense when you look at what's there. So what we want to do is skip the first two records and then say the first record is the header. Now you can match what's on the left with what's on the right. Now what's required is those three fields to be matched. UPC, you need a UPC. We need at least a vendor item number. And there's, I believe, is a product ID right here. And final one would be description. Except I just matched that to the description. Let's unmatch that. And our description down here to here. Because you don't want an imported item without a description. It uses the product ID and the UPC to see if the product is already in the system. If it is, it updates it with what you've got on this import. If it's not in the system, it will add it. I will show you how we can do the last thing is just to save it as a template. I'm just going to call it my import. And we save it. It's that easy. I'm going to go ahead and close this. I want to show you one that we've already got set up so we don't have to spend all the time matching everything. We'll pick on Southern Foods here. Go to Import Items for Vendor. I'm going to pick my template. And I've got everything already tagged that we want here. So we just went through all that tagging, which takes a little bit of time to get set up. But once you save it, it's always there for every time they send you new information. Now, I'm going to import this data. If I just import it without doing receiving, it's just going to put the products in the system. So you'll know what they are. It will add them to the item master. It'll add them to UPC, but they will not be physically products added to the system. Your inventory counts will not go up. However, if we pick a receiving warehouse, it'll do both. I'm going to pick store number 2 or warehouse 2. Make sure that I do need it to be store number 2. There we go. Or now, there we go. We'll tell it to import. It at the same time, it's going to import all this data you see at the top. We'll create a receive order in the system, allowing you to go in and then receive the product into the warehouse. So we'll click for import data, and you can see all the counts going up. all the items that were added, and it's done. Now let's pretend all the items were there, and we're going to pick actually a different one, which I know we imported already. I'll show you what that looks like. Import the data. Count, start over. Notice everything's going as updated. It's finding all the products in existence already. But it is also going to create a receive order for warehouse number 3 that we have up here. We are now done. That's how easy it is to import. We're not going to go into receiving, but other than I'll show you what it created. These are the 2 receive orders that we just created. Now you can go in and edit those receive orders, double check that the counts they gave you are what you really received. That's it. See you on the next video.